Good morning from beautiful Brisbane, Australia. How are you this morning? It's day 2 of our Smile Challenge. And if you were here yesterday, remember we talked about how we're going to teach our system, our internal system, that even if things are chaotic, we're going to smile. So for those who are here for the first time, you can watch yesterday's video, but that's the essence of it. And I'm taking you through my process so that you can also see how it impacts you and where is your one next step. Now, I did the video yesterday, not expecting to do a video today, but the impact of the information yesterday in my life was significant enough that I wanted to share with you how it unfolded. And I've got a new infographic for you today as well, so that we can explain and understand what's happening. So welcome, and that's what we're going to go through today. For those of you who are new, my name is Linda. I'm your certified trauma recovery coach, and I help people all over the world in different ways. So whether you're a member of the free library or the videos, or you're a client, or you do the courses, there's lots of ways that we get together, or our group, our global group where we get in and support each other. There's lots of different ways that we can move through recovery, which is just awesome. So remember to like, share, subscribe, all the usual, because with mental health, we do have a silent majority still in this world. And we play our role by stepping up and just being able to share it around so that other people know they're not alone. If there's one thing that's critical and critical mass, is that people begin to understand that there are those of us going through it, that they know that they can reach out. And I was even listening to Dr. Nadine Burke at gym this morning, and with the ACEs study, Adverse Childhood Experiences, the statistics, that's the word, the statistics of people who are suicidal or could experience suicidal ideation was 1200%. And I was just there and going, my goodness, this is such a big thing happening that impacts our health, and we all are part of the solution. Every single one of us are part of the solution. So without further ado, so yesterday was our Smile Challenge. So our challenge this week is we're going to notice it when we feel crap inside or chaotic or whatever it is that just feels blah. And then we're going to challenge ourselves to go, even though I'm feeling yuck, I'm going to go, okay, but I'm going to smile and I'm going to give my body and brain the experience of feeling good while I'm feeling whatever it is over here as well. Okay, so we want to give our brain the experience that we can have more than just one emotion. We can have the positive and the negative as well. So I thought I was being really clever. I gave you yesterday's infographic so you could choose one part of the CPtsd roadmap and focus on it this week with your Smile Challenge. Little did I know what would happen for me. So I woke up this morning, my eyes weren't awake, but it's like you do that body scan, and I felt yuck. And I was like, seriously? I had the best day yesterday in so many ways. And I went, really? Okay, Smile Challenge, put a smile on my face, felt good, went, okay, I'm getting up. I pre-prepared the night before what I'm doing, which is going to gym, get up, get on with it. But here's what happened. I was like getting there and I was sluggish, and like I felt okay. So I could feel good and smile and be happy walking to gym. But I was aware that there was this underlying blah. That's the best way I can describe it. It was just blah. And I'm like, what is going on? So the principle here is ask ourselves questions. What is going on that I'm up and motivated to do my one next step, but I'm feeling blah as well. So then when I asked the question, I went, oh my goodness, new experiences. Now, as children, our brain develops on experiences, based on experiences. So what happens for us in adulthood when we have new experiences, not just our brain recalibrates, but our body recalibrates. Now, what do I mean by recalibrate? So we know neuroception, the brain's plastic, so it creates new neural pathways, but we're also teaching our body through new experiences that we can have different outcomes in life. But all of this takes a toll on us mentally, emotionally, physically throughout the day, because we're pursuing new experiences for whatever our one next step is, right? So I went, okay, let's list what were the new experiences that I had yesterday. So I reached out to someone I didn't know for help. That was new experiences for me, and we are super independent. So that took a lot of mental challenges to be willing to reach out and ask for help from someone I didn't know. I actually made a financial decision yesterday. I stood up for myself to a company and said no, and I actually made another financial decision with a bank as well. These are all things that are new for me to stand up and say, well, no, even though I made an initial decision that I wanted to go down one road, I realise now that it's not a healthy decision for me financially to pursue that. And so part of that, we have to overcome inflexible thinking and say, well, you know, you made the decision. Well, no, I made a decision, but at the time, I didn't have enough information when I made the decision. So I'm allowed to go back and change my mind. So what else did I do? Oh, I uploaded a new theme to my WordPress site and built a new page. And so that required a lot of mental navigation, okay, learning a new program. And there was one other thing too, I can't remember what it was now. Oh, that's right. Nick and I, so I did gym, I did trauma-informed movement, then Nick and I went for a walk. Now, when I'm going for this walk, I'm like, I've already exercised for, I think it was about 40 minutes, and I'm like, we'll see how I go. But as I'm going around, I became aware how the brain is taking in so much information that it's actually exhausting. So that's another area that we have to look at. When I'm doing something new, am I taking on board more sensory information than I'm used to? So it was new to go. It wasn't new to go for that particular walk, but it was new to go for the walk after I'd already exercised two different things. So we've got to look at this and be very real with ourselves. Is this new? Okay. So what I did was I sat down and did another infographic for us of day 2 so that we can ask, because we have memory problems, let's face it. But when we've got an infographic in front of us, we can go, right, this is what I need to ask. Did I have a new experience? Did I wake up feeling blah this morning? Did I have new experiences yesterday? And then what do I need today? So by the time I walked out of gym, I said, I've got all this super stuff planned today that I want to do, which is mental processing, new stuff, etc. for the business. But what do I need? And it was like this groundbreaking moment of doing a body scan and feeling that I just needed gentleness today. Okay, so if I need gentleness today, then what does that look like for the brain? Okay, we've got to ask this question. What does that look like for my brain? So for my brain, it means not introducing new stuff into my environment today. So I have a client, that's not new. I go to supervision, that's not new. I go to acupuncture, that's not new. And then in between times, I'll do the back end of my business, doing things that aren't new, because I could literally feel my whole body saying, just be gentle. And look, I sat down after my shower this morning and I literally just had tears streaming down my face, that I could just feel this deep need for gentleness today, and how much gentleness was not a part of my life growing up. Now, I want to be very, very clear with everybody here. This is not about going back to the past, all right? We don't need to do that. We don't need to revisit certain scenarios. It was an acknowledgement that gentleness wasn't part of my life. And it's a bit like grieving, but it's an acceptance, it's acknowledgement that it wasn't. It's compassion for myself that I'm pursuing gentleness now. And it's understanding that I don't have to go back to the past. I just have to be in the present and keep doing the one next thing that I need to do. So I just want to show you, good morning girls, Heather, Daniel, great to see you. I just want to show you today's infographic, okay? Now, I want you to be able to see this because it's vital, all right? I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well on the screens that you're on. I'll try and make it a bit bigger. Give me a sec. Now, so the infographic we did yesterday and this one are already under the free complex PTSD resources. So the one from yesterday, you pick one thing only that you're going to focus on this week with the Smile Challenge, okay? Just one thing. Day 2, we want to reflect and ask the question, did I have new experiences yesterday? And then I've put down the side here the questions that you can ask, all right? Because you want to develop this conscious awareness of when there are new things, and it's not, you know, oh yeah, I went out and, you know, went to a theme park. These are new things that are just in our everyday life, okay? And when we do this, it gives us validation, right? Oh, my brain is turning over and it's plastic and it's, you know, consolidating all these new experiences, because when I do that, it helps me become more well. Now, I can give you an example from group yesterday. Okay, so in group yesterday, a person said, look, I've just gone to bed, I've got anxiety, I didn't take my medication, I have to go downstairs and do X, Y, and Z. Help. And I said, I believe in you, you can do this, okay? And so what they did, just from having someone affirm them, all right, so in group we're each other's greatest cheer squad, they're able to go down, they're able to face the anxiety, and they were able to create that new experience that when they reached out and connected, they got support and encouragement, they got up and did it, and then came back to bed, and they weren't in an increased state of anxiety. So that alone, all of those things alone would be enough, believe it or not, that would be enough for them to be tired today, all right? Because it's a whole lot of information that their brain and body has taken on board. But the good news is when we keep doing it, okay, then it rewires our brain and it reduces the anxiety and whatever else we've got going on, all right? So this infographic will help you to ask each day, whether you do it in the evening and journal or you do it the next morning, it's up to you. New experiences. So did I have a new experience that was new to my whole sensory system, my body, my brain, my, you know, day-to-day life? I mean, think of it this way. Did I set a boundary and keep it? All right. So was it physical? Was it emotional? Was it mental? We want to know this so that we can know what we need that day to be gentle with. All right, we've got to be gentle and keep smiling. And then what I did was all around in between the major questions was put down things that we work on so that they're prompts so that you can know, oh, did I do that? Did I have that? Did that happen? Because it helps our memory. It helps our memory and our mind go back and search for what could have happened yesterday that's making me feel blah today, like I'm exhausted, but not exhausted, I'm still going, okay? So if you have any questions or comments, feel welcome to leave them down below. I will get to them. And let me just fix this. And know that this smile challenge is having an impact on my life too. And being gentle with ourselves and feeling that gentleness go through our bodies is really, really a beautiful thing for us as well. Okay, remember to like, subscribe and share, and challenge other people in your life to do the smile challenge, because we are all part of the solution. Okay, have a gorgeous day or evening, and I'm not sure if I'll see you tomorrow night. We'll see what happens on day 3 of my smile challenge. And remember, you can get the infographics in the free complex PTSD library under multiple infographics. Thank you.